Good morning, Amador County. It's Supervisor Plasse. Recap of yesterday, February 23rd board meeting. We started off the meeting with a presentation from the Democratic Club of Amador County to their Bill of Rights scholarship. The board also gave them an accommodation. Looks like I need another microphone here. The Board of Supervisors also gave these three young ladies an accommodation for their excellent essays on topics such as, if you could remove one of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and replace it with another, which would it be? Or one of the other questions was, if you, what two Bill of Rights amendments do you feel are most important to the preservation of a capitalist society, such as here in America? So we had three young ladies that won those awards. They were Miss Angela Farron won the third place prize for $200. Brittany Bland won the second place prize for $300, and Catherine Bosch won the first place prize or scholarship for $500. This was a program originally started 11 years ago by Mr. and Mrs. John Pulskamp. And continues to this day, sponsored by, again, the Democratic Club of Amador County. Next on the agenda, we had a presentation from Mr. Ron Middlebrun of the Amador Economic Development Corporation. Ron was here to discuss with the supervisors any possibility of the Amador County supervisors helping to sponsor the activities of economic development efforts that are brought forth by the AEDC. That organization started out actually as an arm of the chamber some years ago. I believe in 1982 it became licensed by the Small Business Administration to help package and prepare SBA-sponsored loans in conjunction with local banks to help our economy grow, help some of our businesses either start up or expand. These loans are primarily used for property acquisition, so the actual real estate or commercial buildings that are acquired or constructed through this loan program become the collateralization for the loan. That has enabled AEDC to operate largely self-sufficiently for some years as a result of growing that loan portfolio and receiving ongoing service awards or service fees to continue to administrate those loan programs. Some of the businesses that AEDC has helped start or expand in Amador County are some of the names that you'll recognize as some of our real cornerstones. Jeff Holman Auto Sales has availed himself twice of this loan program. Amador Chiropractic, Holiday Inn Express, Amador Residential Alzheimer's Facility, as well as retail establishments like the Feed Barn and Taste Restaurant. So I believe it was the decision of the board to bring this proposal back to the administrative committee. We will be looking to find ways to help AEDC reduce their expenses through possibly providing some office space for them as well in some of the county buildings, and seeing what we can do to help keep that organization going. And in times like this, an investment in economic development is probably one of the best returns on investment we could get. Next on our budget, next on our schedule was the mid-year budget update from our CAO, Terry Daly. Terry has the onerous task of showing us just how difficult the next year is going to be. We will find a way to balance our budget as we are mandated to do. We will need the cooperation of our bargaining units of Amador County to hopefully continue on our 4-day work week with a 36-hour work week. That helps to provide about a 9 or 10% cost savings in salary and payroll for Amador County, and that represents about $2.5 million a year. So that makes up better than 50% of our $4.7 million expected shortfall. We'll need to do that and other reorganization and reductions in order to achieve a balanced budget for the 2010-2011 budget year. Next on the agenda was a discretionary fund carryover item. This was relevant to the supervisors. Each have a discretionary fund, sometimes referred to as a rec fund, to help bring monies directly into their districts and sponsor things within their districts that are particularly important for the public good and certain organizations overall. It was voted last year that the supervisors would not be able to carry funds over from one year to the next. We sort of looked at that a little differently this year and decided that we would put a cap on the number of funds that a supervisor could carry from one year to the next at $10,000, and so that supervisors again can continue to make those presentations and support local nonprofits and all sorts of things within their industry or within their districts. Last item on the agenda was a relatively simple lot split from a family, the Lazaretto Trust. They needed they were appealing a condition of approval that was charged them through the Planning Commission, and the supervisors granted that appeal. So thank you for listening, Amador. We will be moving back to Teresa's restaurant shortly.